Now, the product has been on the market for 15 years. It is registered with the EPA as it reduces emissions by 20 to 50% on average. But more importantly, it improves mileage to the point where one tablet, when dropped into a gas tank at fill-up, saves the customer $10 to $15 per tank on average. Now, this is based upon the price of gas at $3 a gallon. Naturally, if the price of fuel is higher, the savings is greater. Now, the way this works is this burns off deposits inside a car or a truck engine. This works for both gas and diesel engines. This is an engine here at the top before the product was used, and down below afterwards. Now, can you see a big difference here?
Oh, yeah.
One of our largest accounts is currently the city of Los Angeles, California. They have been using our products now for more than a decade. This is Kevin Acebo here, the former deputy mayor of LA. Let's see what he has to say.
In my role as a former deputy mayor for Los Angeles, helping the city go green and save money was always a focus. Green Fuel Tabs delivers on both counts by saving fuel and reducing emissions.
Okay, so let's get into it. Now, starting off with this reports the product works. This is a trucking company here. What we have now, they have a fleet of these large semi-tractor trailer rigs. They took 2 of their trucks out of their fleet, and they very closely monitored and recorded the truck's fuel consumption before and after using our product. Now, before using it, this truck was averaging 6.52 miles to the gallon. Afterwards, went up to 7.56. That's a 16% improvement in mileage here. This truck over here was averaging 4.94 miles to the gallon, and afterwards went up to 5.78. That's a 16.4% improvement. Over here, this is a taxi company, and they tested our products with these big Ford Crown Victoria taxi cabs. With 100% city driving, they saw their mileage improve by 15.3%. Can you see that right there? Yep. This next one over here, this is a very rather interesting one. This is a hybrid automobile. This is what's called a Honda Insight. And the gentleman who owns the car was getting 43 miles to the gallon. Well, he put in half a tablet into his fuel tank. And he watched his mileage go from 43 to how much over here?
57.
Right. And by the way, the reason we put half a tablet, you see, is these tablets are designed to condition 20 gallons of fuel. Well, the car only has a 10-gallon gas tank. So you put half a tablet in, still saw his mileage go from 43 to 57. He wrote, that's a 14 mile per gallon increase over my usual 43. I don't know what's in them, but wow. Bottom line is the product truly works. There is no way something like this could have been on the market for 15 years if it didn't work.
I'd like to ask you a simple question. How would you like to save between 25 cents and $1 on every gallon of gasoline or diesel fuel that you purchase? This product's been used now for the past 15 years by individuals, by farmers, fishermen, truck drivers, major companies, and municipalities around the world. It's manufactured right here in the United States. Many people feel they've been taken advantage of at the gas pump. How about you? But now it's as a product that we can all use and fight back against the high price of gasoline or diesel fuel. How would you like to be a part of that? Our product is quite simply a little green pill. It's a 100% natural product, and it contains no harmful ingredients like mothballs or naphthalene. So that means it's safe to handle and doesn't smell bad. As a matter of fact, it's safe for your car, for your truck, for your motorcycle, your motorhome, anything with a combustible engine. When this little green pill dissolves, that's when the magic begins. Well, actually it's not magic, because there's a lot of science and a lot of know-how behind the engineering of this product. It's safe for your vehicle, it'll increase the horsepower, it'll increase your fuel mileage, and it will help the environment by reducing tailpipe emissions by up to 50%. My wife and I drive a 2012 Chevy Avalanche pickup. We're getting a 4 mile per gallon increase in our mileage, which is a savings of 23%. Guys, it doesn't matter if you drive a pickup truck or a luxury car, our product flat out works. That's what makes the first P, or the first ingredient, so great. We have a product that works, and it has mass appeal. And oh, by the way, for those of you who are wondering, yes, our product is EPA registered. The second P, or the people behind the business, Mr. Jim Lynch. He's the engineer behind the scenes with over 35 years of experience. Our little green fuel has been produced since 1999, and Jim currently has the ability to produce over 1 million per day.
Green fuel tabs is a fuel additive that really works. It will save you money at the pump, and it reduces carbon emissions in a significant way. Green fuel tabs works at the molecular level in the carbon chain, and petroleum fuels as well as plant fuels are all carbon-based. We know green fuel tabs works because we have people who have used it in all kinds of vehicles, cars, trucks, ships, and they've gone millions and millions of miles. So we have a lot of measurable results. What makes green fuel tabs really revolutionary as a product is simply that it works. It makes such a large difference in terms of savings on your fuel cost, as well as cleaning up the air and actually making your car run better and last longer. Green fuel tabs can be used in cars, trucks, trains, generators, power plants, shipping, as long as it's using gasoline or diesel fuel. It's a high performance product, and we make it in both a tablet form for individual use as well as a liquid concentrate for commercial and industrial use. For the individual consumer, a green fuel tab is used in a way where it's just simply drop it in the fuel tank before you fuel up, put the nozzle and hose in, fill up your car, and by the time you're done filling, the tab is completely liquefied and dissolved into the rest of your gasoline and fuel. You would use a green fuel tab every single time you fill up because you have new fuel and you want to keep that fuel treated for optimal performance and for the most savings that you can experience. For trucking or commercial applications, we make the truck fuel tab and we make the commercial version of our liquid concentrate. In real-world experience, when we've talked to drivers who have done runs from Los Angeles to Dallas and back round trip, they've told us that they're saving about $180 a week on average. The reason the performance in your fuel mileage and your vehicle gets better using green fuel tabs over time and distance is really because we have two things happening at the same time. One is we're optimizing the way your fuel is burning, so every single tank of gas or diesel is improving, but we're also cleaning up the combustion system. And that is a process that takes time. Whether you're an owner-operator or you're running a large fleet, we know that the cost of changing out the diesel particulate filters is an expensive cost. By using green fuel tabs, you're extending the life and the duration of your filters, and it can have a significant impact on reducing your maintenance costs. One of our customers is one of the largest long-range sport fishers in the world, and their use of green fuel tabs is saving them enough on their fuel that it's equivalent to having another 2 or 3 paying passengers on the ship. Safety for green fuel tabs is number one, it's paramount. There's nothing harmful in it. By using it in the fuel, it helps your fuel to end up burning and being much cleaner. It's actually beneficial to the car's engine too, because the engine runs smoother. Green fuel tabs is registered with the EPA, which is the Environmental Protection Agency in the United States. And the EPA is regarded as the leading authority worldwide on environmental aspects for products. GFT won't affect a warranty at all for a manufactured car. Green Fuel Tabs is an American company. I started the research on this product around 1998 and got deep into research about where oil was going to go and the supply and demand on it. I think through Green Fuel Tabs, if we can extend the use of gas and diesel by up to 20%, that could have one of the biggest impacts on energy in the entire world. Our goal was to create a disruptive product, something that was so different and heads and heels above the other fuel additives out there that really worked for people. Our main goal is really to be a benefit to the end users of the products, people driving cars and trucks. was really my desire to create something that was really going to help people and take some of that pressure, some of that burden of escalating fuel costs up. Green Fuel Tabs really is that product that is heads and heels above other products. And we know because we've done a lot of testing. When we look at the big picture of what Green Fuel Tabs can do, it really is profound.